Hi there and welcome. What we're going to do in this video is to look at simplifying the factorial expression 12 factorial over 4 factorial 8 factorial. Now remember, factorial notation, for example 4 factorial, means to start with the number 4 and multiply it by the positive integers that are starting at 4 and below it. So 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, when I'm looking at simplifying an expression that has factorial notation in the numerator and the denominator, I want to take advantage of understanding the factorial notation in order to remove common factor pairs. So what we do is we look between the numerator and the denominator, and I have that 12 factorial in the numerator, which is the larger start number than any other expression in there. And then in the denominator, I see the one that has the bigger start number. So between 4 factorial and 8 factorial, the 8 factorial would. So what I want to do is I want to take that 12 factorial and multiply it until I hit the same number as that larger 1 factorial in the denominator, so that 8, and then just write 8 factorial. So while the 12 factorial does mean 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. If I write 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 factorial, that means the same thing, because that 8 factorial would still be the 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. I just leave that in a little bit more compact notation. Now in the denominator, I have that second factor, that's 8 factorial, so that also would have the same factors as the 8 factorial in the numerator. And then this 4 factorial in the denominator, I need to run it out without the factorial notation, because I will no longer have another factorial notation in the numerator after I remove the common factor pairs. So that 4 factorial I'll write as 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now removing common factor pairs, I have the 8 factorial removes with the 8 factorial, and then I try to see if there's any other common factors that can remove. I see that 4 times 3 in the denominator is 12, and I have a factor of 12 in the numerator. So I can remove the common factor pairs of 12 and 4 times 3. And then I also have this 2 in the denominator, which has a common factor of 2 in the 10. That would leave me 5. And now the only factor remaining in the denominator is a 1. So my expression will simplify to 11 times 5 times 9, which is 495.